Hi, my name is Nathan and this is Core Imagination. Today we're going to be looking at Learn to Draw Disney's Brave. Now, for those of you who haven't seen my other videos, this book takes you step by step on how to draw your favorite characters from the movie. So today we're going to be looking at the Triplet Bears. Now, for those of you who haven't seen the movie and don't want a spoiler, click away now, because we're going to talk a little bit about who the Triplet Bears are, and if you haven't seen the movie yet, go ask your parents. If you're still here, you still here? Okay, cool. So, Harris, Herbert, and Hamish makes me feel hungry. They eat some cake, it sounds like they were hungry, that Merida brought back from the witch. So, they all turn into bears, just like their mother. But even though they're bear cubs, they still know when Merida's in trouble, and they love to come to her rescue. So today we're going to draw them, or at least one of them, and see what we can do. So that's the triplets there together. They're just having a fun time, even though they're bears. Okay, so, what are we going to need to draw this? Well, I'm going to use a simple HB pencil, a white eraser, and of course, a piece of regular printer paper. Now, to start, we're going to draw a big oval, and we're going to put a center line through it. Okay, and a center line. But this time the center line is going to extend down, and it's going to kind of help guide where we put the body. And then a horizontal center line, so one across from left to right. Now, step 2. We're going to add like a belly shape, like a typical bear belly shape. We're going to come down and back up, kind of like a bib. It kind of looks like a mouth sticking its tongue out. That's kind of funny. I like it. Okay, and now we're going to draw on some legs. One leg. And a foot. That's kind of a toe. Pointy toe, and then around with the foot, and then up, across, and around for the second foot, another point for the toe, and a nice smooth curvy leg with a knee. Okay, and make sure those meet up. And give the toe a little point. Now we're going to erase the parts we don't need. So, for starters, let's go with the slightly strange shape on the leg. Okay, and now we're going to erase the center line of the tongue, or the belly. Okay, there you go. So we've now got the end of step 3 ready to go. So step 4, what are we going to do? Step 4, we're going to give the bear some arms. So we're going to start with the one in the front, and it comes out just past the right hand side of the body, and then across the front, and then there's the wrist, and then a bit of a pointy mitt shape, and then up and back to the wrist, and across the body and a nice shaped arm. Okay, now we're going to draw the arm in the back. So we're going to come down and along the side of the body, past the front arm, and then it's going to curve out, and then there's the second wrist, and then that goes back, and then the paw, another point, and then back into the wrist. Smooth it out a little bit, put those lines in for the point, and erase a little bit. Okay, and there is the second arm. Comment down below what you think this looks like, because personally I'm not really sure it looks like a bear. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so now we're going to add some detail. So we're going to add some claws to the toes and the fingers. We're going to add some facial features and some ears. Okay, so first, let's start by adding some toes. So there are 5 toes. Let's see if we can make those all fit. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And now the other toe. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now some fingers. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I don't have room for all 4 fingers, but I think it looks okay to just have 4 fingers instead of 5. Now, you might be wondering why I'm saying I have 4 fingers instead of 5 when I'm counting to 3. And it's because I'm putting 3 lines in the middle. 1, 2, 3. And that gives me 4 separate fingers. Okay. So now let's erase some of the extra detail. So there's a little bit around the arm. And behind the arm. Okay. Now let's add some facial features. So we've got an ear. It comes up and it's a nice fluffy looking ear. And then the headline kind of takes into it. And then a second ear. It's nice and big. And then the headline again. And now we're going to add a jaw line with some neck definition on both sides. Okay, they have a nice fun shape for their head. Now for eyeballs, we're going to space them out and put circles right above the line, spread out kind of evenly with a nose in the middle. It's basically a circle in the middle, and then we're going to need a giant oval shape around the eye, and this is where the bear has different a different color of fur. Now we have to add a snout. So it's kind of a water drop shape, but it goes long and down all the way past our original circle then back up, and another point. And then we're going to draw a nice happy smile. Okay, so there's the end of page number 1. Time to flip the page. Okay, now it's time to erase a lot of the extra lines here. So if you'll notice, they don't erase everything just because things overlap. Sometimes they'll leave it to show some shape in the body. So we've got the bottom of the belly, the back of the arm, we've got the guidelines in the middle of the head. And now, unfortunately, I have to erase some of the actual picture that I want to keep. And that's just because those lines are there to make sure you know how to line things up. So that will mean we have to redraw some of it, unfortunately. And then the chin line, because we gave him a new chin. Okay, now you'll notice I actually have quite a bit missing here, but that's okay because I can still see where it is and it's already placed. So now I just have to trace over it again. So let's start with the head. Let's close in some of these erased lines. And the nose. Nice big smile with 2 eyes. And now let's go back and redraw the body that I erased, the bottom of the head, and the ear. And the top of the head. People need all of their heads are important. Okay. And the rest of the neck. Oh, and there's a little bit of detail here to remove. And the wrist lines can come out. Okay, and there you go. Now we have our bear. He's starting to look a little bit more like a bear. My bear's head looks a little wide, but you know, I think it looks pretty good. Now it's time to add some detail. So we're gonna start with some earlobes, give some shape so that the bears can hear when Merida's in trouble. So a nice little curve there, and another one there. Okay, and now these bears also have really big pupils. So let's give that some color. Okay, 1 and 2. And now let's give the bear some nostrils. And some definition on the nose. And then this bear has really sharp teeth. So we're going to give him teeth. Nice, big, sharp ones. 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, and a tongue. And that's it. There's my triplet cub. Tell me what you think. See if you can do one yourself. If you like it, then please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my videos, please consider subscribing and see what you can do. Try it yourself, and thanks for watching. What? You're still here? Okay, I'll tell you a secret. Are you ready? Now, in order to film a top-down view so you can see my hands drawing, I actually have to draw 2. I have to draw it once, top-down, and then once in front of the camera. So, technically, I drew the twin cubs, not the triplet cubs. So, can you draw one and give these guys a brother so that they become the triplets? Thanks for watching.